Hello there, I just got out of the shower, which explains why my hair is wet, so if you were randomly wondering that. And also, in this light, you can see how much more red my beard is than my hair. I don't know why my beard just glows like that, but my hair used to be red when I was younger, so I assume this means that I have a youthful beard. Like, I am aware of older people who can't grow a beard because it looks so gray, but their normal hair doesn't look gray. Their beard is so much older than their top hair, so they can't grow a beard. I assume this is good for this, though, because even if my hair up here starts to gray, maybe this will be, like, nice and blonde or brown or whatever. It'll be a nice youthful color. Who knows? Anyways, I think that's a good thing because I'm very youthful, and I have a nice pristine beard, I guess, but it's wet. Whenever I shower, it just gets wet. I don't know why it gets wet, it just does. And, like, you try and dry it, like, it's just so weird. Like, you have a towel, you dry off the top of your hair, or you can use a blow dry or whatever. How do you dry a beard? Like, run your towel through the beard? But the thing is, like, there's a little stubble, so bits of water get stuck inside of it, and I'm wondering what I'm supposed to do to get it out. And I just feel weird because my beard is full of moisture, and it's going to dry out as the day goes on, but then that dries out my face, and I feel like crap. Because my face is dry, obviously. I just said that. I don't know why I feel the need to repeat it. Whatever, I don't know. I was actually going to talk about some stuff, but I guess this is going to be another random meandering video where I don't really talk about much of anything. And I like making these because some people like the longer videos where I just rant and ramble, but I made that answer video that was like basically an hour and a half long, and it was like 5% audience retention by the end, which is like less than 10 people who made it through the end of that video. So I'm not going to do that anymore, but regardless, I do think that some people like something that's a bit longer, and I like that. I mean, I like sometimes when I see a vlog that's like a half hour long, because then I can play like League of Legends and just play it in the background, and it's something to listen to. Like, I like listening to music in the background. Like, if there's a video that is like a mix and it's like an hour long, I can play that. Or if I find a good playlist of music. I don't really make a lot of playlists for music on YouTube. Um, I just don't. I made one, and it was just as I actually made a playlist. It was called the Acapella Music Playlist or something like that. And I only did it because I was really into listening to acapella music back then, and when I searched acapella music, there was this very specific term that a lot of people searched, but there was no result for it. So I made a video that was introducing the playlist. It was titled exactly what that search term was, and I used it to open the playlist. And it's one of my most popular videos now, and it still gets like 1,000 views per month, and that's a lot, considering that I hardly get any views at all. Just an extra 1,000 views a month doesn't hurt. It's pretty interesting. It's only a few seconds long, though, and if you wonder how I've come along with articulation, like being able to talk off the top of my head, it's painful to watch. Like, I just listen to it, and it's really, really bad. It was, like, painful for me to listen to it because I was so indirect. I was trying to say something, but I didn't know how to say it. I was trying to introduce something. And this is a problem that I have when I talk, I find. The one major problem that I have with talking is that I have an idea, but I just beat around the bush. I beat around the bush, and I don't know how to get to the point. So it's like I'm saying things that are getting closer, but like if this is the main point, instead of being from here and going in, I'm like here and I'm going, ew, ew, and I'm slowly getting there. It's just the worst possible path I can take to getting there because it's so unnecessarily long. I tend to do that even now, but back in the past, like I was virtually inarticulate. Like if you haven't watched my first video, it's painful. It's something that I could have made less than a minute, and it's several minutes long, and I didn't really say anything. And it's just terrible. I don't know. I like the idea of being articulate. I like the idea of having an idea and being able to express it. Especially since most people can't really do that because they don't have a lot of experience doing that because they have no need to do it. They just talk with friends casually. They never have an opportunity to really just explain an idea, though. That doesn't happen for most people, at least not on a regular basis where they can develop the skill. But obviously I have YouTube, yay! I make videos regularly, rants that are they've almost all been one take. Like, I had a phase where I was trying to edit them, but it didn't work out. It was weird. Plus, I didn't want to spend the time doing it. So, yeah. I gotten a lot of experience from that. Especially since I don't edit them. Like, when I would edit them, it made it so much easier, but it was time-consuming in the end. By the way, I'm on this forum called yttalk.com, if you don't know. It's a YouTube forum, and basically you can communicate with other YouTubers. I used to be active on it for a while, then I sort of stopped using it, then I went back and started using it again, and between that gap, the vast majority of people who I knew on the forum, who were active on the forum, just stopped being active on the forum. Like, a lot of the people that I recognized from there, like, I'll just throw out names, I guess, I want to say Symphonia 7, but he's still active on the forum, like, Just Kev YTP, Voice of Vanessa, Vlog Rays, God damn, I'm blanking. I'm blankety blanking. I don't know. Oh, the Stuff Show with the spelled TH3, so it's fancy. Like, people who used to be really active on the forum, maybe they are and I just don't see them, but they aren't there, and for the most part it's gamers. And I just sort of jumped back in the game and I just sort of like post or comment on posts. But I don't know, it's so weird because I feel like nobody knows me there. So I'm just like the new guy, but I have like over 3,000 posts on my account, and I'm one of the biggest posters of all time on that website. So I have a reputation. It's just an old reputation that the majority of people on the website now don't know who I am. I mean, a few people do, like Symphonia 7 does, Pearl from Awesome Pit, who I guess has a channel like PewDiePie, so if you're one of those people like, oh, I love PewDiePie, you can check her out. And I'll probably link all these people down below because I'll try and remember to, and it's nice to share the wealth of popularity, and I'll share my massive viral sensation. Yeah. And then Michael from YT Talk TV, he's the admin of the forum, so he's there, obviously. Some people have stuck around, and a few people know me, but the majority don't. And it's so weird, like, I had a reputation already, then I just left, and I came back trying to reclaim that reputation, and then new people come along, and they develop a reputation. Like, I don't even know half the mods on the site anymore. And how do I meet them? Do I just message them saying, hey, how's it going? What's your name? I feel like this is kind of weird. I don't know. It's just like, I want to get back into the community, but I don't know how to because I feel like the whole system has sort of moved on without me. I just tried to pick up where I was, being one of the more active posters where everybody sort of knew me, but now most people don't know me there. And I'm not nearly as active now because I was mostly active during the summer where I could make like 50 posts a day. I remember one time I made 100 posts in one day, which was pretty exciting. But now I make maybe 20 a day every other day whenever I log on. So I don't know. It's just sort of weird. It's like I'm trying to cling on to that reputation. So I don't know. Yeah. But articulation, I've been getting better at that, I feel. I feel like I have been getting better at talking and expressing ideas. I find I do that on Reddit, though, somewhat. And the funny thing about Reddit is I edit myself a lot. Like, I just pour out my thoughts, type them out, and then I look over it, and then I edit them. Like, I just go piece by piece, and I edit little parts. And I read through and see if anything sounds funny. Because if you're writing something, you want to know if it sounds wrong, but you can't tell, just sit there and read it aloud to yourself. Because I find that a lot of times I write stupid stuff, it just sounds weird. And when I read it, I catch it. But just reading it to yourself in your head, it's not going to do it. You have to hear it. Honestly, you have to hear it. You have to make yourself notice that stuff. And that's what I do. I guess I just don't like doing that with videos, though. Because for the videos, you can't really just talk and then edit the stuff out. Because I find the problem is I say something like, oh, I should have said this instead. So what I used to do is I would make the video, record it, then I would go back and edit, and then I'd go back and record more clips because I realized I missed something. It's harder to have a limited amount of stuff and then work with that. But Reddit, or any format where you're typing or just using text words that you don't have to actually speak them, and if you need the more stuff, you don't have to go and re-record it. You can just type it up. That works. And I've done that. I've actually been getting on arguments in political subreddits, not in politics because it's basically impossible to express an opinion there, but I've been in ask_politics and political discussions. I've been talking about stuff there. And the thing is, those two groups are supposed to be more about having actual discussion, because the thing about Reddit is it's not really a place to be a forum. It's not built to be a forum. It's built to be a link aggregator. I don't even know if that's right grammatically, but it's supposed to just share links with you. Like if you're into politics, here's a link on politics. Read it and form your own opinion. And a lot of people do that. And a lot of people also comment on them and have a discussion. But depending on what Reddit's mood set is, whether it's like liberal leaning or libertarian leaning, whatever the day dictates, they're going to espouse that. And if you share a disagreeing opinion or you just ask questions like, why is this? Then people attack you. Or not attack you, they just downvote you. I notice that happens. Like, I have a discussion with someone, it's a forum, like, they comment, then I comment, then they comment, then I comment. And I thought it was a fairly civil discussion, but all their posts have, like, 10 upvotes, and I have, like, 2 or 3 downvotes. So it's like, how did that happen? Why did they downvote me? I rarely downvote someone, unless if they spam or say something irrelevant to the thread. So I don't know, I guess that's just how they roll. Or something. I don't know. I was trying to be cool. They're like, how they roll. But what is witty about that? I don't know. I find that that's me trying to be funny sometimes, is just saying weird stuff. Like, oh, I can't even think of an example. Like, just taking something common and saying it in a funny way. I don't even know. It's just like, I feel like I lack wit a lot of the time. Like, I'm trying to say something funny or witty, but I don't know what to say. And I can look at what other people say and their attempts to be witty and see something that's not witty and say, oh, no, that's stupid, or see something that is witty and like, oh, that's clever, I wish I thought of that. But I can't make that up on my own. I can't even come up with stuff to say. It's so weird. Like on another Reddit thread, it was talking about, it was on Ask Reddit, and oh god. I don't know what I'm talking about. Just saying like artists that you feel like their early work was good, but their later work was crap. And like they're saying Green Day and Muse and Black Eyed Peas and groups like that. And someone jokingly said Beethoven. What the heck was he thinking with his Ninth Symphony? And it's like, yeah, he should have stopped after the 8th one. Like, yeah, did he even listen to that one? And like, that was funny. Like some people didn't get it, but it's funny because Beethoven was deaf after a while. I believe when he wrote the Ninth Symphony, so it's like, why did he not, like, did he even listen to it? Like, no, he couldn't, he's deaf, and that's clever, and he got upvotes for that, and people are like, oh, you're so witty. Like, I can never do that. But of course the thing is, all those thousands of people, millions of people, just saying random stuff, the one time that they say something clever, that's when it's going to get upvoted. So maybe everybody's just as bad at communication and as bad at being witty as I am. It's just that we don't see the bad stuff and we only see the good stuff. It's like my last video, where, like the last 2 videos on my channel, main channel, Forever Lone Prick, and I said that the majority of people, like when they look back at the past and they see music of the 70s or the 80s, they don't notice the bad stuff or the lame cultural pop stuff like we have now. Like nobody's going to remember One Direction, and nobody remembers stuff like NSYNC or Backstreet Boys. We only remember like Nirvana. Like that's what we think of when we think of the 90s. We don't think of like pop sensations. And by the way, in that video, actually, I think I accidentally said that Nirvana was from the 70s and a bunch of people ate me out. Not ate me out. I don't know why that came to mind, but they didn't have a very good reaction to that. I guess they were, well, I don't know. They weren't telling me that I was stupid or anything. I noticed that there are still people from the PewDiePie video, because yes, that's still the most active video. I'm still getting like at least 200 views a day on that video. A lot of views, a lot of people who are not very happy with me. And they stumble upon other videos, and they just, once again, make stupid comments assuming things about me in the title, doing the same thing. Like if the video is titled My Thoughts on Cats, they assume that I'm going to say I hate cats and defend cats against arguments made against cats. And I'm like, I didn't say any of that. So it's not even just with PewDiePie. They just love doing this. They love feeling smart, but they don't want to take the time to learn about it, and they just assume that I'm going to be stupid and say all this stuff, and it sucks. So yeah, I don't know. I don't even know why I'm still talking about this. I don't know. I was actually just going to make a minute-long video saying, hey, what's up? Because I noticed I hadn't uploaded on this channel in like a week. But it just ended up rambling. And I know a lot of people don't like these rambling videos, but other people do like these rambling videos. So I made a rambling video. And normally I do a direct upload with my webcam. And I believe that's capped at 10 minutes and then it just stops. But this, I can make it as long as I want. I'll probably stop because it's about 15 minutes. But would you like more ranting videos like this? And the majority of people probably didn't make it this far, so they won't be able to respond. but I'll ask anyway, and I'll keep it under 15 minutes. So, yeah, have a happy Monday, and enjoy my carrot-colored beard.